Hi guys, welcome to DevOps. Today I'm trying to discuss about very important concept regarding about what is Docker, what is maybe containerization versus virtualization, advantages of containerization, how to install Docker, and understanding the Docker terminologies. Like we are trying to go with Docker images, Docker containers, and Docker host and Docker client. Okay, so today I'm trying to discuss all these things now in this class. Okay, so let us go with the introduction part so that you can understand very easily about these particular topics. Okay, so basically what is Docker actually? So we need to understand this. So what is Docker? So Docker is a containerization tool. Okay, as so far we are trying to discuss about, we are working with Docker is a containerization tool. Like containerization is nothing but, so we are working with some we are working with some different types of objects. Okay, so in a container we have multiple objects, so that we are trying to store the files in container. Okay, so before going with the containerization tools, now here I'm trying to discuss about very important concept regarding about our manual servers and as well as containerizations. Okay, and we'll try to discuss all these things now in this class. Okay, so now basically if you're working on these types of scenarios, definitely you need to understand what is meant by virtualization interface mode and what is meant by containerization interface mode. Okay, so now in this virtualization, like previously, suppose if you have 100 employees on your company, 100 employees from your company, so that you need to give the laptops and you need to provide the softwares for them. Okay, but client, as per the client requirement, you are trying to give the resources to them so that it is completely cost effective manner. And so whatever you're trying to install manual, that is comes a picture of virtualization. Okay, now here, basically, if you're working on virtualization, you need to work on the infrastructure. That's very, very important. And you need to work on the Windows like platform. Like platform is like Windows 10, and you need to install some software, that is VirtualBox. After that, you need to work. So definitely in virtualization box, you need to open that particular software and you need to give some setup of the configuration. Okay, so you need to give some setup to the config like 4 GB RAM, 300 GB hard disk, and downloading the image. So you need to download some Ubuntu file. Okay, what is Ubuntu file here is, see, this is the Ubuntu file. This is the Ubuntu file. So this is the Ubuntu ISO file. Okay, so you need to download this file. So how can you get this download file series? So see here, Ubuntu ISO file. See, if you open this particular file, see like this you can get. So you like this you can get. So nearly 24.4 LTS version, you need to download this file and you need to go with some systems requirements like 2 gigahertz dual core processor, 4 GB RAM, and 25 GB memory hard disk space. And either you can go with USB and you can go with internet access. And how to install, you have all these process. Okay, so download ISO file and you need to go with troubleshoot and you need to boot your system. That is, you're trying to boot your particular part. Okay, so this is what we are trying to see, that we are trying to download the image and you're working on the progress. That is called ISO file. Okay, so I already installed the ISO file here. So I already downloaded the ISO file, but it will take like nearly 3 to 4 hours time for us to bootstrap this particular file. It will take nearly 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so I don't want that much time from my side. I just want to go with very fast from my side, so that I was moved with the part of this containerization tool. Okay, see, basically in virtualization we have a lot of drawbacks. Okay, that is heavyweight process and we have to allocate fixed allocation resources. Okay, but coming to containerization tools, there is, you need to work on the cloud directly. So you are opening the cloud and you have all the resources in clouds in AWS, so that you have to no need to worry about your software requirements. You just directly with the work on the EC2 machines, that is elastic cloud computing. So that we here also we have infrastructure and cloud, so we platform, and we are working on the AWS instances. Okay, so this is called light and weight process, guys. This is called light and weight process, and we are working with, so app will be run very easily and very smoothly. That is light and weight process. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do. Now coming to that, how we can work on the previous applications. Like if you're working on this virtualization, like you need to go with the infrastructure that is Windows 10, and you need to allocate the RAM, storage, and graphical user interface, and you need to go with others, and you need to work on the futures, and you need to work on the software applications. This is our old method, so our old methodology. But coming to now, we are directly working with the cloud, so no need to worry about this, so that we can try to install very easily as per the concept level. Okay, so now here we need to go with like suppose if I want to go with, so I want to install AWS. So I have a AWS account here, no need to worry. I have AWS console. Just log in. I'm trying to go with my account. I'm trying to install, I'm opening EC2 machine directly. Open EC2 root user. Submit. I just want to log in with I'm opening account. I'm going with EC2 instance. Go to instances. So just I can try to go with a new location, that is Ohio location. Just launch the instance. I can go with the name of Docker. I just want to take Ubuntu. So I'm going with the light and weight process, guys. I'm trying to go with the 22.4 LTS version. Confirm changes. Now I am trying to go with new key pair with the name of Docker. Okay. So now once I'm trying to launch the instance. Go to instances. Go to instances. So click on this file. Let's connect the, so let's go with the security groups. Okay, just log in with security groups. Just edit inbound rules. I'm trying to go with add rule. I'm going with all traffic, custom IPv4 version, save the rules. Save the rules. Okay, so now let's go with EC2 dashboard again. Dashboard. So currently instance is running. Now I want to connect the server. I'm connecting the server. Okay. So for this, you need to install Git Bash for this also. No need to worry. So I have already Git Bash here. You know how to install Git Bash, right? So if you don't know Git Bash how to install, please try to refer my previous videos, guys. Okay. Now let's go with, I'm trying to copy this file. Okay. Now here we are trying to go with the CD. I can go with downloads. I'm just copying this file, enter. So next I'm trying to go with install. I'm connecting the server. I'm trying to connect the server. Enter. Okay. So let's click on yes. Let's clear the screen. Now see here. Previously we already working with the dollar. Now Docker will works under the root users. Remember this, Docker will works under the root users. We are working on the root users. Okay. So basically we need to work on the root users because Docker is a completely distribution versus process. Okay. We are trying to go with Docker. We are working on distributions. We are working on high level APIs. Okay. So basically if you go with comparison of traditional virtualization, we are trying to go with virtualization. So functionalities, we are using hypervisors. What is meant by hypervisors here? Hypervisors is nothing but we are working with a manual service. Okay. Now coming to Docker eliminates to separate the guest users to new virtual machines. So we need to work on the new virtual machines, and Docker will implement high-level APIs, guys. We need to work on the high-level APIs to run the progress of isolation process. Okay. So a Docker, a container is enabled to maintain the ensures that management to simplify portability process. Okay. So a Docker visa completed like API version to work on the different types of progress as per the scenarios. Okay. Now I'm trying to go with this file because I want to install Docker. I want to install Docker. You can paste, enter. So now I want to install this Docker, guys. So for this, I have this. This is official website only. Don't worry. You can try to go with this. Try to go with the curl this file. Okay. You can copy this file. Okay. Now let's go with git bash. Okay. So as I told you that sudo su hyphen. So we are working with root users currently. Sudo apt hyphen get update. We need to update the server. We need to update the server. We need to update the server. So now right click on this, go for paste. You can install this file. Now let's move with, I just want to go with, I want to install Docker. I want to install Docker now. What is this commands? Curl means uniform resource locator. -F stands for force. SSL socket layer. HTTP stands for hypertext transfer protocol service. And we are trying to go with -O stands for origin. Get Docker. So this is the official website. So this will be download shell scripts under the download mission. We are working on download mission. Okay. For this, we are trying to go with this. Okay. So now, once you try to go with this, now you can try to go with terminal. Now I am installing Docker. SS stands for shell. SS stands for shell. So currently I want to go with official website. Okay, let's go with this. Install.sh. Okay, so now after that we are trying to go with the run. Okay, now after that you need to install Docker. So Docker is running currently. Docker is currently running. It will take some time. Okay, so Docker is installed successfully. Now I can go with Docker hyphen version. Okay, so today I'm trying to discuss how to install Docker, and we've seen so far the introduction part as per the scenarios. Now, let's go with terminologies now. We'll try to see the terminologies also. So basically, if you're working on the Docker, definitely we need to understand the 4 terms. That's very, very important. So we need to go with Docker images, Docker containers, and Docker host and Docker client. So what is meant by Docker images means combination of libraries and binaries, which we can try to go with one software application. Okay, so now I'll try to go with terminal. Let's clear the screen. I shown you successfully how to install Docker now. So let's clear the screen. Okay, so now Docker images. So Docker images, I'm trying to go with Docker images. This is how we can try to see the images. we'll try to see the images. Okay, so this is called Docker images. I'll try to show you guys in next coming classes. Don't worry. Next, I can go with Docker containers. So we are trying to go with Docker containers also. So let's copy this file. Now I'll try to show you the Docker containers ls. Okay, so Docker container ls. Docker container ls. So we need to know about Docker container ls. So we need to work on the Docker container ls. Okay. So we need to see that how we can try to see the storing the files, how we can try to see the containers also. Okay. So now next we are trying to move with the Docker host and Docker client. So what is the Docker host mean? Docker host means nothing but machine can understand this particular language. So that is called Docker host. This is Docker host, guys. This is called Docker host. This is called Docker host, and this is Docker client. This is called Docker client. So Git bash is the Docker client for us. Okay. So git hyphen version. This is our Docker client. Okay. This is what we are trying to see the files. Okay. So basically what we are trying to display here is we are working on Docker images, containers, and we are trying to work on the Docker host and Docker client. Okay. So next class, I can try to discuss in depth about what is this Docker images, Docker containers, and Docker host and Docker client in next coming classes. Okay. Follow my videos, guys. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much.